Hello and welcome back to my channel. So what I decided that I'm going to do today is show you what I do when I need to exercise and my MS is blowing up. Now let me remind you, this does not work for everyone. Everyone's MS is different. You take different medications based on your particular situation. So what works for me based on my doctors may not be what you're taking and may not work for you. So before you do anything, make sure you are discussing your situation, your symptoms, your plans, your goals with your doctor before you change or do any exercises, because it can affect how your particular situation. Remember that while you're watching this video. So let's get into it. So today I am super tired, and let me tell you why. Because with my particular MS, I stay on a strict schedule. I go to bed every day at 8 o'clock. What happens when I don't go to bed at the same time? My body goes crazy. So I take my medicine at the same time every night and I go to bed at 8 o'clock. So Saturday I decided it is going to be movie night. Yeah, I stayed up till 11. So I had insomnia on Sunday and couldn't go to sleep. So I was super tired today when I drove to work, and it was horrible. So tonight I have to get my body back into sync and make sure I stay on a schedule. And I know some of you are going like, what the hell? Yeah, well, you know, with certain things you have to maintain a schedule, especially when you're on different medication. Now my particular situation, my doctor took a little bit of time trying to discover what worked best for me, not you, but for me. So what worked best for me are these few things, and sometimes they don't work and I have to go on a regime of steroids, especially if sometimes I get what's called a MS hug, and that's when my muscles right here go absolutely crazy and it feels like I'm having some type of heart attack, and they just squeeze, and I'm just like, oh my God, something's happening. I'm having something's going on. I'm kidney stones, something. Yeah, nothing. It's called an MS hug. I had one and I didn't recognize it, and I went rushing to the emergency room and they took all sorts of tests and everything, and yeah, just to find out that's what it was. So I went on a steroid regimen for about 2 weeks. And of course that got the inflammation down in my body, because as you know, that is the main issue with us. A lot of inflammation. It can be really terrible, especially when you get to the point where you know you can feel it. Sometimes it's your left side, sometimes it's your right side, sometimes you put on pants and the left cheek is swollen and you can feel tighter on one side than you do. I mean, if you who have MS, you know what I'm talking about. So maybe it's just me. Who knows? Anyway, let's get into it. So the vitamins that I'm on, we know that fish oil can help us. So I take about, this is fish oil in 1,200 milligrams, and I take 2 of these per day. That's what my doctor prescribed that I take. I take that every day, 7 days a week, like clockwork. I don't miss taking it. Well, child, you know that ain't true. we all miss taking some. So I do forget to take it sometimes, but I try not to. So I take this, that's 2,400 milligrams per day of the fish oil. And then the B12, and this is right here, this is 1,000 milligrams. Normally I try to get the one that's 2,000 milligrams. I ran out and this is the one I could find. But if you can find 2,000 milligrams, I would recommend that one. That's the one my doctor recommends. But I ran out, so this is what I got. And I normally take 2,000 milligrams, and I take 2 of the B plus complex vitamins. Now with so if you're taking the shots, great. I've taken those to get my B plus up, especially when it goes super low. But right now I have it where it's not normal, but at least it's much higher than it's ever been. So I've come off of the B plus shots, and I'm just taking the 4,000 milligrams per day, every day. And I make sure that I take these, because I found when I don't take them, I feel it. So I absolutely make sure I take my B plus complex. And the other things that, of course, I take because I'm old. And you know, yeah, I'm old. So I am on a aspirin regimen, and I take the 81 milligrams, and I take 2. Go along with my everyday pain because it can be a beast. These are a plus for me, along with every other thing I take to manage my pain. These things are awesome. So if you don't have these, pick them up. Salon Paws, and they come in these little resealable packs, and what they look like is like, and I used to use these on my kids at band. These things are great. Let me tell you, I stick them everywhere. Back of my neck, my arm, my chest, my legs, anything that's sore or swollen or just hurting like hell, I pause it. Sometimes I'm running around with like a million of these things on. But I don't care. As long as they are helping me, I'm all for it. So I use these things like there's nobody business, and they are doctor approved. So you can use these. You can even use these on your kids when they got little sore ankles or sore muscles or something. These are great for the whole family. And let's see. This is something that I picked up. It's something that they use in the massage places. Not this particular one, but this is what it's called. And this is the little machine. It's a low frequency rhythm touch. And what it does is it has 2 little plugs that plug into the bottom of this. And it has little pads like, has little pads like this that you just, sorry, I'm looking at the camera. Sorry, you stick these on little spaces on your back, your legs, or wherever. And what it does is it sends pulses, and you can turn this up to however strong that you want it to go. And it sends little pulses to those muscles. It has tap, vibrating, massage, and auto. You can turn this to max. You can turn it to low. And I find this helps. It contracts my muscles and and zaps them, and it helps with the swelling. So I use this quite a bit on my legs and my lower back. I picked this up at a show, a home and garden show actually. They had people selling them there. I think it cost me like $100, but you probably can find this online somewhere. And my doctor also recommended another machine that they have that's a little bit more expensive, so I'm looking into getting that one to also help me. And that also goes on your legs, and it sends pulses through your legs, and I forgot the name of that, but I will hopefully put it in the description box so that you can look at that one. And when I get it, when I order it, I will come back and tell you how that one works. The other things that I do is also use my ball. I stretch on this ball. I stretch my backs. I do yoga, my type of yoga. Just stretching my muscles. Not really lifting any weights, because that is not going to help you. I want to lift weights. I did gymnastics for a long time, and I miss being in the gym, being able to lift weights and all that good stuff. And I tried it. It is not pretty. You really don't want to do that. So you just want to stretch your muscles, and just remember to stretch them slowly, not too much. I usually do something for about 15 minutes, and I don't do the same area every day. I take a muscle relaxer, which is, let's see, I take a muscle relaxer that's baclofen, and I take about 10 milligrams of that. And I also take mag oxide. I take about 400 milligrams of that, and that helps keep my system moving. And then for swelling, I take Declinac. I take 50 milligrams of that. At night, I take, what do I take at night? I take shoot, I forgot what I take at night. I take the baclofen at night, and I also take my, damn, I forgot. Anyway, also take the Deluxetin. I take that during the day along with my at night I take my Deluxetin. I take that during the day, and I take with that, I take my Topramat. Now I was taking the Topramat in a larger dose, and that was affecting me a little bit, so my doctor kind of switched me off of the Topramat into a smaller dose and switched me over to the Deluxetin, and my system took that better, because I was losing a lot of weight on the larger dose of the Topramat, lower dose, and at night I take the gabapentin, and I take that in 800 milligrams. And so right now, that is what's working for me. And there's one other medication I take, but I can't remember the name of it. I just started on that one, and so far those have been working for me. I noticed that but remember, as I said, your doctor will decide what is best for your health and your particular situation. And I wanted to correct, I made a comment in my last tutorial that MS could be decided once over the age of 20 to 40. That was only the age where I kind of figured out something was going on with my system. But MS has been around for years, and you can discover MS at any age. I just put those ages there because that's it has the same type of symptoms as so many other things that it's hard to pinpoint unless you have a doctor who understands that that's what it might be. A lot of doctors will put you on pain meds and just, you know, you'll stay on those and they will never find out what you have. So that was why I made that comment. But MS can be at any age. We're helpful to you. And if you have any questions, leave them in the description box. And I will be uploading more. I'm sorry this took so long. I was waiting for some stuff to come in to do my tutorial on my clothing, which will be coming up next. Anyway, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and deal with your MS in a positive manner, and stay pretty. Bye. Don't let MS stop you. Still rock and roll. Don't let MS stop you. Still rock and roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, over 50 and still rocking. I keep looking at the my monitor because I want to make sure my camera's still on. Blah, blah, blah.